We're going to show you how to wirelessly stream your MP3s from your computer to your stereo in this hour of Call for Help.
Hi, Call for Help. Hey, Call for Help is on.
Almost didn't make it. Woo-wee. Hi, how are you? Welcome to Call for Help. I'm Leo Laporte. It's great to see you. I've been gone for a while. We were in encore presentations last week because where was I? I was in D.C. with the Screensavers. That was fun. We went to the New Air and Space Museum. I met John Glenn. Going to have a great interview with John Glenn next week on the Screensavers, and spent 2 days with the chairman of the FCC, who is, I guess, much reviled right now because of this whole broadcast bad words thing. And, it's funny. I feel bad for him because that's the least interesting thing that the FCC does, at least for us. I mean, things like broadband over the electric wiring and putting high-speed wireless in between the channels on TVs. And there's all sorts of interesting things the FCC are doing. So we talked about that. I didn't even bring up Howard Stern. But that interview will appear also next week as part of the Screensavers in Washington. And then I was, where else? I was in Montreal, had a wonderful time there, in Palm Beach. I've just been all over the place. But I'm back now, and I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad you're here. If you've got a question for us, we'd love to hear from you. Use our email form, techtv.com/call for help's the website. You know that, right? And then on the right-hand side, it's email us. I'll be honest, I think probably we've got enough questions for the remaining few shows, but if you want to send us an email, we'd love to hear from you anyway. Just click this link on the right here and send us anything you want. We'd love to hear from you. techtv.com/call for help. We do have our calls set up for today, some interesting questions coming up, and some interesting segments. Mike the intern had an idea, and there is nobody so low on this show that we won't use their ideas. And Mike the intern had an idea. He said, I want to show people how to stream their music from their computer to their stereo system. So, Roger, we're not going to let Mike the intern on the air, of course. No, we wouldn't do that. So Roger's going to do this segment. Maybe Mike will make a little appearance and wave. Okay, so he's got some cool stuff to show you how to do this wirelessly, which is really neat. Plus, the Mac Madman himself, Chris Breen, is back to help you find what you're looking for, some search strategies. But I don't know if it involves that little light that'll help you locate hard-to-find files on your Macintosh. It says iMac, but this works for any kind of Mac, right?
Yeah, this is any old Mac.
This is my Mac, not iMac. Any Mac.
My Mac, right? My Mac. Yeah, right here.
Mac Daddy Chris Breen, author of Mac 911 in Mac World magazine. I got it right this time. I always say the old magazine.
That's right.
And, of course, the great iPod book. In fact, I got an email from somebody I work with at KFI on the radio station who said, hey, I was in the store and I saw this iPod book, and can you get me one? And an autograph? So
yes,
I might be coming to you for a book and an autograph.
Perfect.
Because Char's a great person and I work with down there, so I'd like to do that for her. And, of course, ladies and gentlemen, while I was gallivanting about the country, who was holding down the fort here but the lovely and talented and mint green
That's
Cat Schwartz?
me.
Minty fresh
You
Cat
like
Schwartz.
that?
Yeah, I love it.
Thanks.
That's a good color.
I like it too.
In Palm Beach,
Yeah.
the colors are
Yes.
hot pink,
Right.
chartreuse,
Oh yeah.
and mint green.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not talking about the gals,
Right.
the guys.
Yes.
I saw the most awful combinations I've ever
Yeah,
seen. But you can get away with it because it's Florida or something.
Right. Pink is in. The New York Times did this whole article about it. Everyone's wearing pink.
I went
Where's
into
your pink?
the polo store, Ralph Lauren, right?
Yeah, right.
Tweed, right?
Uh-huh.
The guy's wearing the hottest pink jacket and pants combo I've ever seen.
Uh-huh.
And he said, I can only do this because I'm comfortable with my sexuality.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
He says, my wife says it looks good on me. So
My dad wears pink.
on the golf course.
No, he wears pink all the time.
Does he wear a white belt?
It's light pink. No.
Light pink's not bad.
Yeah, it
A
looks
rose is
really
beautiful.
nice on him.
No, I wear pink shirts. Rose is okay.
Okay.
Hot pink, no.
No, hot pink's new.
And then the plaids.
Yeah.
And they take all those pastels and they put a plaid together.
Right.
Yeah. But it looks good because you're in the tropics. It's okay.
Okay.
But you
But
wouldn't.
here, you're not going to do it on.
Look what I'm wearing. This is what I wore in Palm Beach. Corduroys and purple.
Right.
That's me.
Okay. I don't
I'm
think
a
people
jewel
want to
tones.
hear about it
I'm
anymore.
sorry.
That's
That was
okay.
enough.
We can talk about it later.
I was blown away by the.
Right. Hot pink.
Well, that's where Lily Pulitzer's from. She does that. All those.
All right.
Yeah. So, Kat, anyway, how are you? How have you been?
I'm good. I was doing Beta Breakers parties yesterday. Yeah, there's a bunch of pictures on my Moblog.
The Beta Breakers is a road race, a running race.
Well, yeah, sort of.
You didn't run, though.
No way. I pulled up right to the finish line and walked across it.
And then partied.
Yeah, and then partied. There's all these pictures.
That's my kind of race.
And if you look on my site, there's pictures of people dressed up in crazy outfits.
Yeah.
And people just passed out. And
what do they call those, caterpillars or something? They have
in there. Yeah, there they are. And done.
Wow. Hey, let's get our first caller on the air here.
Okay, go check them out, though.
Did you see any hot pink at the Beta Breakers?
Oh,
I
yes,
bet you did.
I was wearing it.
Were you?
Oh,
see, on you, that's fine.
Right, and on my toes.
Yes, still, they're still hot pink.
Okay, on the phone is Andrea from LACA. What's up?
Hey, Andrea, how are you?
Hi, Leo.
Welcome.
Hi.
We're great. What can we do for you today?
I'm having a problem when I'm on a website, say for instance, TechTV.com.
Yeah.
And I'll just use this as an example. If I want to click on send us an email, and I click on it, it doesn't take me where I want to go.
Where does it take you?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
I'm just
like a blank page. Nothing. It doesn't.
Nothing.
It doesn't work.
None of the links work.
Are you using Internet Explorer?
Internet Explorer.
Okay.
I've used Netscape, Mozilla.
Same
everything. Nothing works. Now, sometimes if I right-click, and then it will say open link in new window.
And then you can do that.
It'll open that way.
Interesting. So you're having trouble following links, and now I could see maybe if Internet Explorer were broken, that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you run antivirus? I'm not antivirus. Norton Internet Security or a firewall program of some kind?
Yes.
Norton Internet Security?
I think it's Norton.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Whenever I get problems like these where people are having weird behavior with their surfing, I always ask Norton Internet Security, and they almost always say, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a firewall program. But Norton Internet Security, more than most, is very aggressive about blocking some things that some sites need to use, like cookies, refer links. For instance, we probably, I'm guessing on this email thing, have a program running on our side that prevents robots from clicking on this link. We check to make sure that it's actually you clicking on the link.
Mm-hmm.
Norton blocks refer information, which we might be using, I would bet we are using, to validate that that's the same person that clicked on the link. So it's a way of keeping bots from, slamming us with emails, for instance. So, and I used to get this on my message boards a lot, where people say, I can't post on your message board.
Right.
So what I would suggest, Andrea, the best thing to do is just as a test here, turn off Norton Internet Security, just temporarily.
Okay.
And see if that fixes it.
Okay.
Then we'll know that's it. I'm going to bet you that it is. Then the next step is, well, what can we change? What settings can we change to make those sites work better? And that one is going to take a little more work on your part.
Okay.
Symantec's site has some very good tech notes on Symantec is the company that makes it. SYMANTEC.com. They're the publisher of Norton products. We'll put a link in the show notes. And they have, if you go to their support site, they have a lot of information about getting Norton Internet Security to work in a lot of interesting situations.
Okay.
And so if it is, so you turn it off, and if it works, then you know that's the program, and then this is a way to fix it. I'll tell you, I have stopped recommending this program, not because it's a bad program. If it works, it does the job, but because it does tend to cause these kinds of problems more than other firewalls. Do you, Andrea, have a high-speed internet connection?
Yeah, DSL.
Do you use a router box, like a D-Link or a NetLink, Netgear or Linksys or one of the...
It's like a network.
Yeah.
It's connected. We use it in different rooms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't need a firewall.
Oh,
okay. Those boxes, they're not exactly the same as a firewall, but they do most of what a firewall will do. They protect you 99% of the way that a firewall will without intruding on your system. See, firewall software has to really dig into your system and cause all sorts of problems. So I would say you're not at risk if you've got a router. That's called a broadband router, by the way. If you've got that broadband router between you and the outside world, that's good enough.
Oh, okay.
So turn off that Norton Internet Security. See if it works. If it does, you can leave it off.
Okay, and I don't need to substitute it with
No,
anything?
because you've got that router. If you didn't have a router, then I'd say yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
All right, wonderful. Leo, I'm going to email you and let you know if this works or not.
Will you please? And I'll follow
sure
up,
will.
I promise. Leo@leoville.com, okay?
Okay.
And you listen to my radio show, I hope, KFI in Los Angeles. I'm on Saturday and Sunday, noon to 3.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yes, ma'am.
But we're watching you all the time.
Watch and listen.
Yeah.
You've got eyes and ears.
We love the show.
Thank you, Andrea. Have a great day.
You.
Take
you
care.
too. You too, Kat.
Bye, Kat. Bye, Kat. Minty
Bye-bye.
Fresh. We're calling her Minty Fresh today.
Okay.
Coming up next, balance your checkbook, track expenses, even bank online, absolutely free. Hey, it ain't Quicken, it ain't Microsoft money, but it does get the job done. We'll show you how it works. The call for help continues.
This is Tech Live. Are you ready? Take a ride. See how it's done. Don't know what to buy? We do. It's Hot Topics, movie magic, cool science, and tech gadgets. Get it?
It's one cool ride.
Tech Live. It's all you need. Tech Live is next.
Is that a car? Well, you probably wouldn't have guessed it anyway. So here it is, the Ecomobile.
It's really an amazing motorcycle. It's way safer with a Kevlar carbon fiber shell that protects the occupant, and seat belts, which you don't usually see on motorcycles.
But it's really more than just a motorcycle.
We have wheels that actually retract to allow you to stop without putting your feet out.
It's been in development for the last 20 years in Switzerland. There are roughly 100 worldwide. The Ecomobile can go 50 miles on 1 gallon. Inside, fully decked out, 6-disc CD changer, GPS, and of course, a cell phone. So you don't have the wind in your hair like a motorcycle or much room for cargo. But this thing does combine some of the best things of both a car and a cycle.
You have what it takes to match wits with the likes of James Bond. Find out by tuning into Spy School, TechTV's crash course on the spying game. Each episode takes you one step further into the ultra-secretive world of high-stakes espionage. From telephone buggings to silent muggings, Spy School shows you the gear, the gadgets, and the guts you need to make it as a modern spy. Sneak inside the world of the super spy. Today, only on TechTV. Get more from the web. Here are some useful sites from TechTV. Grab your notebook and go online almost anywhere. Wi-Finder.com is an online directory of public access points for Wi-Fi or hotspots. Hotspots use 802.11b technology to provide a wireless internet connection to mobile computer users. Wi-Finder has a list of thousands of hotspots from all over the world, from Europe to Asia. Search for the nearest location or choose a city. You can also find Wi-Fi statistics or links to other wireless sites. While you're spending some quality time with the internet, have you received an email or text message from a friend that looks like hieroglyphics? Translated.com can decipher that message for you. Just type in the sentence or phrase, click on the translate button, and voila, it all makes sense. Or if you'd like to send your own instant messaging lingo, Translate.com does that too. For more useful sites, visit TechTV.com.
I don't know. Maybe I have a bad attitude. If you need help with your finances, and everybody does, but you don't want to go out and buy Quicken or Microsoft Money, well, we've got a free file of the day that may do what you need. It's called Ace. Look at that. Ace Money Lite.
Ace Money Lite. Now, if you can't afford Quicken or you don't need Quicken, Ace Money Lite, for most people, should do the job. Now, I'm going to start off by saying that the limitation is that you only have one account.
So there's an Ace Money Heavy that will let you do more.
Yeah, the Ace Money Full Feature. This is Ace Money Lite. So you only can have one bank account, which I've.
That's all right. Most people.
I'm still on my first bank account. Lord knows.
And I'm glad to see you have $200 in it.
Yeah, because I'm quite the saver, as everyone knows. And it's kind of cool because what you can do from here now is actually set up literally for example, I have a monthly payment. I can set up a monthly payment.
Oh, that's nice.
Now, if I can actually have it done automatically, so if I want to create a new, bill and just say, I owe, I don't know.
Now, will it pay it electronically, or it's just a reminder?
It's a reminder, but if you do the electronic payment, for example, with credit cards or certain services like utilities or phone, they will automatically deduct from your bank account. Instead of you, reminding yourself, this will actually, check it for you. So, it won't do it for you, but as long as you have everything in consistent, figures, it will do it automatically, and you'll actually have it. So at the end of the month, when you go to look at your bill, you're out $400 because you paid the phone, you paid the gas, you paid the electricity.
That's my problem. I always forget.
Yes, and that's, a lot of people do that. Once you have it on auto, hey, I'm missing $1,000, what happened? You go back and say, call the bank and see what happened. Now, what's kind of cool is you also have the ability to create a report. Now, this will actually generate something at the end of the month, and it will tell you where all your money is gone.
Excellent.
Currently, right now, I only have my pay stubs or my cancel checks that I get back to find out what I've been.
Information is everything.
Yeah.
You can do budgeting, too.
Because, all that stuff I learned about balancing your checkbook, I never remembered.
Never remembered that. No. It looks like it has portfolio management.
It has a portfolio, and again, this is limited to one account, so there's some limitation to how useful some of these features are. But overall, if you need something to kind of keep you on track with your finances, this is a pretty good application.
You know what I like about it? It looks clean and simple, like Quicken used to be.
Yes, and now Quicken is actually quite confusing. I don't even use it anymore.
They got all these ads and there's all this stuff going. I just want. Let me see how you write a check or pay a bill.
So, first of all, I have to create a new payee. So let's just
we don't have to do that.
But you create a new payee. You list it. You say okay.
Yeah.
So let's just put best here.
Okay.
And then what I do from there is go back to the account, and then I would actually do the pay bills. I actually select that particular person that I would have to add the bill or deposit to, and then I would have it.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very unintimidating, actually. And if you need any help, just go to their website because it's all there. It has a little tutorial on how to use it if you're unsure and what all functions it.
Ace Money Lite.
Yes.
Link is on our webpage, techtv.com/call-for-help. Thank you, Notorious. ROG.
No problem.
Another great free file. Let's take another call. Who's on the line for us today?
Boys. On the phone, it's Tom from Bernardsville, North Carolina.
Did you say, oh, boys?
Boys.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. Welcome to the show. What can I do for you today?
I've had a problem lately with my email. I'm not getting any graphics at all. I'm getting a little icon in the box, a little red X sometimes. And I'm not sure what it was.
What email program are you using?
Outlook Express.
Okay.
I reinstalled the program. I reinstalled Internet Explorer, thinking that might do it.
So normally, now these are HTML emails. That's how you're getting graphics.
Right.
So normally I've opened this MoneyNet email, and it looks like a web page. It's graphical. So when you see this, is it formatted and you just don't see the graphics, or what?
There are no graphics. There's just a little box with a small icon in the upper left corner of the box where the graphic should be.
That's what you would see on a browser if you said disabled graphics on a browser.
Right.
But the formatting, the text formatting and all this stuff is still there. It still looks like
all the text is there. Right?
Okay. So we know that HTML is working.
Right.
We just aren't getting the graphics. Now, you're using the latest version of Outlook, I presume.
Yes, I am.
All right. And, we, of course, should look at security and make sure that you don't have security set too high.
It's always been the way I've had it.
It hasn't been changed.
No.
Okay.
I went to the Microsoft knowledge base, and not much help. The only suggestion they had was that for that problem was have the sender send the mail in RGB instead of CMYK, but it's not just one sender.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
No,
you could have them send it, and of course you can't tell your senders how to send the mail to you.
Right.
There are two ways you can get graphics in mail. One is HTML, one is RTF, or rich text is what Microsoft calls it.
Right.
And that may be an issue. I don't know. I mean, you tried reinstalling it, because that would be the advice I would give you is go.
I had two things that might have caused this, and I haven't gotten to the bottom of them.
Okay.
I did have a Netsky virus on here.
Okay.
And I believe I got it all off after much work. And the other one is I recently installed a program called Spam Pal, which helps to block out all the spam mail coming in. And I've got a suspicion there may be some plugins in that Spam Pal that might be causing this.
I think that could very well be the case.
Yeah, I haven't been able to pinpoint it, though.
Do you have Outlook or another email program?
Yes, I tried Outlook, too, and I get the same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah.
Now, that's telling.
Yeah.
That now really does sound to me like what you want to do is you go to your internet options and look at your security settings there, because it sounds like, you know, one of the security settings is, if you look at the levels, don't download graphics from sites.
Right.
And that could well be, now that wouldn't be in Outlook or Outlook Express, that would actually be in the internet options, either in your control panel or I'm going through the Internet Explorer.
I'm looking at my settings now, and it's, you know, it's not high at all. It's on Internet Zone, which allows all websites.
Right. But I would suggest going into Internet options and making sure that slider's at medium. That's probably the best default level. Right. And not high, but medium, and make sure that, if that's the case, then it's not a security issue.
Yeah, it's at medium, so that's not it.
There is, and I put a link on our show notes to this, there is a program you can run, the System File Checker, SFC, on Windows XP that will check to make sure that all of your system files are accurate.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if that would be basically checking, see if a file were damaged somehow, and it's XP you're using?
Yes.
Yeah. If it were damaged somehow, it might be that it can't display those graphics or something. So running the System File Checker is going to... actually, I can't do this... I can see it's doing it right now. So what you'll need... I'm doing it right now. You'll need to have your Windows disk so it can restore that data. But if you have a corrupted file, that might be a way to do it. So let me just show you this one more time, because that's a useful thing. And I didn't realize until I did some research a while ago that this was actually built into XP. So it's SFC. Yeah. You go to Start, Run, SFC, System File Checker, space, /scan now. Okay, and what that does is, it used to be in 98. We used to use this in 98 all the time, and I thought that they took it out of XP. They didn't.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's hidden in there.
They hide it.
About it. Yeah.
And I only found this deep inside the Microsoft knowledge base. And then you'll need your Windows XP disk or the files on your hard drive. And what it'll do is, apparently it's found a file that I'm missing here, or a file that's corrupted. It'll then ask for the disk and replace those. And that's all I can think of that might be worth trying.
Okay, that's a help.
I would look at those plugins for that spam. I would maybe look at the information for that spam catcher.
I may uninstall that and see what happens.
Because that's not an unusual way to stop spam. You know, those images that you're getting often cannot be safe because they're coming from another server. That server can then be used to track you.
Yeah, but they add a lot of these plugins, you know, unbeknownst to the user, and that's...
I'm not a fan of graphics in email. I think that's a security and privacy issue.
Right.
So, you know, and if you don't use Incredimail or something like that, do you? Okay, you're just using plain old Outlook Express. I would try this and see if that helps.
Okay, thank you very much, Leo.
Hey, I thank you for the call. I appreciate it.
Have a great day.
That's a useful thing for everybody to know about if you're using XP. It's run SFC space scan now. That will look and see it, just Microsoft system files, but see if any are missing or damaged and replace those that are. You must have the XP disk, though, for that to work. Coming up next, if you can't seem to find that file you downloaded on your Macintosh last week, I know that happens to me all the time. Fear not. Mac Savant, Chris Breen, is here to show you how to find lost items on your Mac. That's easy. Savvy. And still ahead, we're going to turn your PC into a wireless streaming jukebox that'll let you play your entire music collection off your computer in your living room on your stereo. Stay tuned. We'll show you how.
It's time for a medical minute.
I got to buckle down and start testing my blood, or some serious stuff will happen to me if I don't.
To look at Luke, you'd never know he has a constant battle with type 1 diabetes.
I don't, hide my diabetes. I, announce it to the world. I mean, I'm not afraid of it. I'm not ashamed of it.
That's now. Years ago, though, his dad said it was a problem.
Luke, time to test your blood. I don't know where my meter is. You know, and we'd find him in obscure places like, behind the toilet and underneath the couch. And he just didn't want to test. But he always knew where his Game Boy was.
That got Paul thinking. Paul left his job at an international marketing firm to design the blood test game.
Dude, we got a video game that uses real blood. And I'm still debating whether that should be used as a tagline or not.
The Gluco Boy works like any other machine that tests blood sugar levels, but it takes it a step further, rewarding users with video games.
We developed a video library of 10 games that actually resides on a medical circuit now. And they get dumped into the Game Boy.
The Gluco Boy works independently on its own. The kid takes their sugar level, put it inside, and when they get home, pop it in a machine, and the rewards begin.
I'll probably be checking my blood more than 4 times a day because I just love the video game systems.
Get your daily dose of medical minutes only on TechTV. Tonight on TechTV, entertaining and informative, Zip File keeps you up with the latest trends and happenings in the digital age, from product releases to technological breakthroughs. Then, covering the games, the gamers, and the gear that fuels video gaming mania, stick around for X-Play. Plus, tough questions, cool stuff, and plenty of fun. Don't miss the Screensavers, the daily variety show made for the tech enthusiast. Catch it all tonight, only on TechTV.
That's a problem on all computers. You know, nowadays we have giant hard drives, millions of files, billions and billions of files on your hard drive, and it's easy to lose them. So how do you keep track on your Mac? Well, Mac Daddy Chris Breen is here to help us find the most efficient way of finding a photo or music or document stored on your Macintosh.
Right, I am indeed.
The Mac comes with a program called the Finder.
Yeah.
Do you use that?
Yeah. I mean, just Command F.
It used to find anything, by the way.
Yeah,
it's only lately that it starts finding anything.
It actually finds things now, so this is useful.
Command F.
Command F.
I like that.
You can go
I've never seen
name.
this. What's this?
What? Command.
I've never used it.
No, you should use this.
I use it in the Finder window. There's a little thing you can enter there. Is it the same as this?
Yeah, except with this one, you can actually do some more things. You enter the name of your document. For example, you're looking for, pictures or MP3s, whatever. But in here, you can actually search for things like content. And this is all
So it
fine.
goes through the content of the file?
It will go through the content of the file. The problem is...
Not pictures.
No. What it will do is actually go through text documents.
Okay.
So the difficulty here, though, is that you then have to go into a folder, you do Command-I, and you have to index the darn thing.
Oh, if it's not indexed, it won't find.
Right, it won't find it. So
and you have to index manually?
Yes. You have to say, do it, index for me. And it doesn't take really that long, but if you're doing gigabyte upon gigabyte, it can take a long time. So I don't even use this when
Forget
I'm searching
that.
for content. No, don't even bother.
Don't even bother.
Don't even bother. So what I do instead is I call up a service called EasyFind.
Now, is this a download?
This is a download. It's a free download from Devon Technologies.
Oh, Devon does some neat
stuff. They do some great stuff.
I think Devon's very interesting.
Right.
Very innovative ideas.
Yeah. So let's say, for example, that I've got a bunch of documents here. I don't have to do any indexing, and I'm looking for the word employment.
You're not going to find it when you spell it that way.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, let's see.
Employment.
Employment.
That's if your dentures aren't quite...
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay, so I'm still not going to do it that way. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, so say I'm looking for employment.
Oh, look it.
It goes through all my stuff. It finds it in there because it's using a Unix command.
That's built in.
Yeah, it's built in. It's called locate.
Locate. Oh,
it's
yeah.
using
Locate's
locate.
very good, yeah.
So, and then once you go through here, you can easily say, okay.
Now, this works in Word documents, not just plain text, but Word documents.
It works in Word documents as well. So any kind of text documents can be fine. So then I can narrow this stuff down. I know my Mac 911 column doesn't have what I want, but if I have, for example, I'm preparing a resume.
Well, look, you got an offer from Apple.
Apple's offer. Yes.
Apple's offer.
Yes, it's their offer. So this is a good way to do it because it's very fast. You don't have to worry about doing any indexing, anything like that.
So, and then Locate is kept up to date. The database is kept up to date automatically.
Automatically, so you don't have to muck around with this stuff at all. EasyFind.
And it's not a program, it's a service. It's under the services menu.
Yeah, it's a program as well as a service.
Oh,
so anything that supports services will support this as well.
That's
so
one of the neat things. So that's Devon, EasyFind.
That's EasyFind. And that's great for finding stuff on your Mac, but a lot of times you'll find stuff on the web.
Right.
And you want to do more than just Google. Now, Apple offers something, as we all know, Sherlock.
And that has web finding capabilities.
Yeah, but look, okay, for example, we're looking for pictures here. Leo Laporte. We do. Find.
No, there's plenty of pictures of me. In fact,
I'm sorry, there are no pictures of you.
That's wrong. I know there's some terrible pictures of me out there.
Well, let's find some. What we'll actually do is we've gone to something called Watson.
Watson did it.
And Watson has done it.
Pictures.
And look at all these pictures.
I don't even know who these people are.
Yeah, well, I think there's a relative of yours here.
It probably is.
Yeah. And so it will find all kinds of
That is a relative of mine.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be darned.
And if I go over to Amazon, I've got your books show up here.
Oh, wow.
Everything is just...
And you don't have to re-enter the name, you just click it in.
You just click it over, so you can do Google searches, you can do image searches. For Mac users, it's very helpful because you can search Apple's knowledge base without having to go through the website. So it's much faster.
Now, Watson's not free, it's shareware, but I paid for it because it's a great program. I use it all the time.
It's absolutely worth
having. Wonderful.
And then if you want to actually go out and scour the web for all kinds of cool stuff, you use something called Devon Agent. And this is another Devon technology.
I've just started playing with this, and I'm so blown away by this program.
Again, we're looking for you. And what it does is, rather than Google and just turn up results, it actually creates a digest and puts it locally on your computer. So instead of looking at a link that says, Leo Laporte, French Explorer, 1885.
Which is accurate also.
Yes. And so what we can do is, instead we can go through a little digest and say, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Here's your 20-year financial professional background. It includes a broad scope of experience in financial analysis.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
I apparently work for the government of Michigan.
Yes, you do. And therefore, you should be using this program so we can find out what you're up to.
Wow, that's really neat. And my dad's in there too, yeah. Because he has the same name. He's Leo F. Laporte.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's in here as well.
Yeah. He's an expert on George Gaylord Simpson.
Is that
my father is?
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. He's the foremost expert in a guy nobody ever heard of.
Is that Homer Simpson's second cousin?
He's not. Okay. Very cool. 3 great programs. Everybody should try. This is also shareware, not free.
Right.
But the first one you showed was free.
Absolutely
easy
free.
find.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thank you, Chris Breen.
You bet.
This is really an interesting way, if you're doing research, to get much deeper than just plain old Google search.
Yeah.
I've started using this, and I'm really impressed with Devon Agent.
Yeah, they make
really interesting stuff. To learn more about any of the tips we covered today, of course, go to our website. We've got links to all 3 programs, techtv.com/call-for-help. And go to amazon.com to find my father's incredible book on the letters of George Gaylord Simpson. Coming up, I'm not kidding. Kat's going to show you how to get the party started with a little help from an online service that'll invite all your friends to join you by phone. He'll call them up. But before we head to break, let's test your technology daily quiz time. Head to our website, click on the quiz link. If you give the right answer, you could be in line for a Tech TV t-shirt. So our question of the day, which of these audio formats is open source, that is not owned by anybody? MP3, OGG Vorbis, AAC, or MIDI Politi? MIDI Politi. Get to the website, give us the answer, we'll talk about it when Call for Help continues. Stay tuned.
It's time for some cool stuff.
It's a remote-controlled helicopter, but it's no toy for this big boy. Farmer Blaine Benedict uses it to scope his crop. Fully rigged with cameras and transmitters, it scans the field, then broadcasts the picture live to a TV on the ground. Farmer Blaine can pan and zoom to check out whole fields or even individual plants. Pretty nifty way to hoof it through the farm. What? You still don't have a video phone? Well, check this out. It's the Vialta Beamer TV phone, meaning you can hook it up to your tube. So instead of 2-inch display, you got 20 inches. But don't forget, the guy on the other line can see you, so get out of your jammies, will you? One Beamer's going to cost you $150. Can't parallel park? Well, you might never need to learn. Toyota's got a car that parks itself. Look at this. It's the redesigned 2004 Prius. Sensors look for obstacles, then it maneuvers itself into a spot. Look, Ma, no hands.
Stay tuned for more cool stuff, only on Tech TV. Coming up next on Tech TV, catch up on today's top technology headlines. Tech Live is next. Get more from the web. Here are some useful sites from Tech TV. Have you ever been listening to a song and wondered what they're singing? You might want to check out lyrics.com. It has the song lyrics for the major performers of today. All of the artists are listed alphabetically. Click on the album, then the song to see the complete lyrics. How cool is that? Never miss a birthday, holiday, or anything that requires a greeting card again. Click over to photocartoonist.com and email a free e-card to your special someone for just about any occasion. Just click on the topic you like and start sending those thank you cards you were supposed to send out 3 months ago. No postage required. For some animated electronic greetings, go over to bluemountain.com. This site is something for everyone and even has regional holiday cards for Canada, China, Japan, and the UK. If you become a member, you can send animated flash greetings and can create and print your own greeting cards. For more useful sites, visit techtv.com. Restoring resculpting, renewing. Plastic surgery can create the ideal image. Join TechTV as we follow patients into the operating room for a first-hand look at the science and technology that make modern surgery possible.
The special suturing technique involves the suture going back and forth like an internal zipper.
See plastic surgery before and after. Don't miss Plastic Surgery, Thursday, only on TechTV.
This is the Call for Help website. I have to say, a great resource with 6 years worth of stuff. You can get our tips on here. So, I mean, you can just sit and read through these. What we do to make it a little easier, because there's so many of them, was we give you the top tips of the week. These are the ones the most people downloaded, most people were interested in. And then if you want to get more, you want to go deeper, go to more tips, and you can search back all the way to August 2003. And even farther, really. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff in here. I know you like tips, and Call for Help's website's chock full of them. TechTV.com/call for help. Now it's time for Kat and her click.
It's almost my birthday, Leo.
When's your birthday?
May 27th.
Happy birthday!
Thank you very much. And I was going to use Evites, but they are so 2000. The new way to get people to come to your events is through your phone.
Wow.
It really is. It's annoying or cool. I don't know. You decide. Let's take a look at it. Now, I'm going to have to do some toggling here because I couldn't use Mozilla. So it might get a little confusing, but this is how it works. It's called phoneevite.com or PhoneBite, whichever way you want to read that. And what you do is you come on here and you create an event. Now, I'm using this for a birthday, but you can use it for a general event, night out on the town, weddings, anything that you would use an Evite for. Go ahead and enter in the title of the party, my party, something like that, where it's going to be, basic information. You add as many guests as you want right here, and you enter in their phone numbers, and then they're all here in your database. Then what you do is you connect a microphone to your computer and you record a greeting. And then what's going to happen is I've recorded a greeting here, and then I go into either call now, or I can go to schedule a call, so I can do it. Oh, great, it crashed. No! Oh. The whole thing crashed. Well, what happens is you record the message, it sends the message to your friends on their phone, and then they can go ahead and reply directly to your Evite through your phone by hitting 1, 2, or 3, yes, maybe, or no. And then there's a database on the website, then I can see who has replied, who hasn't replied, and I can go ahead and send them messages back through their phone, and they can even send me voice messages to the website. It's a pretty cool concept. It costs $1 every time you want to host an event. Pretty cheap, if you ask me, and it's kind of a cool way to get people excited about your party. So go ahead and check it out. I'll see if I can get it back up and show you some more at the end of the show. You'll find all the details on our website, techtv.com/call-for-help. Send me an email, kat@techtv.com. Are you going to use this service? Do you think it's annoying, or do you think it's cool?
One thing that made me nervous is for it to call me, you'd have to give it my unlisted telephone number, right?
Right.
So I wanted to check.
Yeah.
The privacy policy, and it says they will not share that number with third parties and everything.
Thank you for bringing that up.
But it does make me nervous. So please don't use it on. I have an unlisted number, and if I started receiving marketing calls after that, that would make me very upset.
Well, I've talked to the guys over there, and they said that they are in fact going to keep the numbers private.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, they're very clear in their privacy policy.
Right.
The only thing about this, and everybody should, when you read a privacy policy, that's great. That's the first step. But then you should look for a third-party independent validation, an auditor, somebody like trustee that's looked at this to make sure that they are adhering to their policy, and they don't have that. So, in other words, they're saying this is their policy, but they don't have any third-party validating that it's their policy.
I will talk to them before the end of the show.
You talk to them, and I trust them, but it's just an issue, and it's the same thing with e-greetings. If you're giving somebody's email address to a third party, or their phone number to a third party, you could make enemies of all your friends if all of a sudden they started getting marketing calls. So that's the only risk with something. I love the idea, though. A lot easier than sending out an email. It just calls them up. I wish we could play your little, because you recorded a little invitation. It was so cute. Can you get it? Is it running again?
Well, no.
And you've got XP now and everything.
Here. Oh, wait, here. Actually, I think I can. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here.
Cat's invite.
Sound?
I guess not.
No, well, it's playing. Do we not get sound on the computer?
We're not getting sound. Mm-hmm. Very cool. Phoneevite.com. Cool. Thank you, Kat.
Fun stuff, sure.
We'll get that message and we'll play it before, because I want everybody to go to your party. Coming up next, if you're sick of playing MP3s on your PC speakers, listening to your music on your desk.
There it is.
And you are invited to my birthday. So go ahead. The party's started already. Go ahead and respond.
So that message went out to all my friends.
That's cool.
And then they can say, yes, I want to come by pressing number 1.
That's very cool.
You get the idea.
Coming up in just a bit, we're going to show you how to take the music on your computer and put it in your living room wirelessly on your stereo. Yep, Mike the intern came up with the idea. Roger the Chang is going to show us. That's coming up when Call for Help continues. We're going to rock this house.
This is Tech Live. Are you ready? Take a ride. See how it's done. Don't know what to buy? We do. It's Hot Topics, movie magic, cool science, and tech gadgets. Get it?
It's one cool ride.
Tech Live. It's all you need. Tech Live is next.
The only thing louder than the traffic on Interstate 275 east of Detroit are the groans of neighbors. The tread acts like little hammers pounding the pavement. It squeezes air out of the way, a whooshing sound, and even creates a little suction, screeching as the tread leaves the pavement. Help may come from Purdue University's Robert Bernhard and his team's 19-ton pavement testing device. A tire spins around a 12-foot paved cylinder with microphones measuring the effects of different materials.
I'm very optimistic that 5 years out, we'll be able to find solutions that are quiet, substantially quieter than the best solutions today, and will still be durable and safe.
One solution is being pioneered in Arizona, asphalt mixed with ground-up recycled rubber. The road is slightly spongy, dampening the hammer effect of tire tread. Repaving roads is expensive, but somewhere out there is the promise of peace and quiet.
The 21st century is inspiring extraordinary structures around the world, where everything here comes in one size. Extra large.
It weighs 12.5 million pounds.
The frontiers of construction are combining brute strength with leading-edge technology. From a crane that can lift 14,000 tons to where 1,500 workers build a floating city. Watch as we push to the frontiers of construction. Today, only on TechTV. Get more from the web. Here are some useful sites from TechTV. Hey, if surfing the internet has you a little bored, then here's a site to snap you out of it. It's called bored.com. You can find links to all kinds of different sites, play video games, find jokes and videos, even do a crossword puzzle. It also has tons of other links to take your mind off whatever it is that you had your mind on. There's even a death clock that calculates when it thinks you'll die. Creepy. Or you can try taking a free vacation, a virtual vacation. Check out picturesofplaces.com and explore the tombs of Egypt. Never been to Fiji? It's easy. All you have to do is click and start sightseeing. Picturesofplaces.com is pictures and testimonials of just about every city in the world. You can even buy an image or add your own to the collection. Finally, one vacation that you don't have to pack for. For more useful sites, visit techtv.com.
Welcome back to Call for Help. The problem, you've got a computer with thousands of songs, MP3s, downloaded music, all sorts of songs on the computer. The problem is the stereo is way the heck over there in your living room. How do you get your music from your computer to your living room? Well, thanks to intern Mike, our little intern, who's like 6'8", we've collected a bunch of really cool ways to get audio from your computer to your stereo without wires. I love that. Roger Chang is going to show us.
Yeah, oftentimes people have these huge, tremendous collections on their laptop or their PC, because they rip CDs or they use iTunes.
That's where all my music is.
And, it's great to listen at your computer when you work, but sometimes you want to kick back in the living room and want to listen on your, $1,200 stereo system.
Our former COO, Joe Gillespie, was bugging me for like 3 years saying, how can I do it? How can I do it? How can I do it? Now there's a way.
And, it's actually quite simple, and it's very easy to do. Now, we have 3 options right here. And the first one we're going to look at is the RCA right here.
This is a Lyra.
It is. And you know why?
Why?
It's because, believe it or not, this is actually a sound card. You know how...
You're kidding.
Yeah, it actually decodes the stream back into an analog waveform.
So I don't need a sound card? I just need a USB connection to the computer?
It actually uses a base point on your PC connected through USB.
Okay.
So it's, receiver to receiver.
Is it Wi-Fi?
It's not. It uses its own wireless technology.
I see, but it does have the antenna, I can see.
Has its own antenna, and the cool thing is that since it's a USB audio device, you can send anything that normally Windows would play back a sound through here.
There's nothing like the Windows startup sound on a big 5.1 surround sound speaker.
If they take a PC5, you can actually see the menu that is attached with this device.
So you have an interface to your computer, but you're in your living room.
I'm in my living room, but I can use this remote. So using this device, I can control PC5.
Okay.
I can snag it through here, and it goes to interfaces with the software through the wireless devices on both ends. So I can have music on the other end.
So you're playing. So this is. Oh, okay. I gotta understand this. So the music's on the computer over there. The software's running on the computer over there. The computer's hooked up to this wireless device here.
Yeah, it has a twin that connects to your...
And there's another wireless device...
Which is right here.
Which is hooked up to the stereo.
Yep.
This remote control is also wireless. It's not a infrared. It's a RF.
It's a infrared into this device.
Oh, it's into this?
Yes.
Which then controls the computer.
Yeah, wirelessly through the other device. So I can remote control through the song list.
I feel like Mo.
Mo Sislak?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mo of the Three Stooges. I mean, whoa! Wow!
I don't think a lot of people might remember.
Technology.
But, it's a great way. And it's relatively cheap. It's only going to set you back $70.
For the whole thing? For both units?
For both units. It comes as a package. Very software. It comes with everything. And if you want, you can actually play CDs as well because it is an audio device, a sound card, external. You can play back any of those sound features that you normally have.
Anything that you would get out of the computer.
Including the beeps, boops, and games if you want.
Or DVD audio.
DVD audio if you want to watch TVs. All right. The other 2 solutions are Wi-Fi solutions right here. Right here I have the Creative Sound Blaster wireless music.
Okay.
And this is kind of based on their kind of push with MP3 players and wireless audio. And it's kind of cool in that, unlike the other one where you can kind of just guess at what you have, this actually comes with a display on the remote.
Need that. Yeah.
So you can choose what you want without, and it's in front of your face, so you don't have to look across the room.
Do you need 2 units or what? No, you need a Wi-Fi computer.
You need a Wi-Fi computer or a wireless router.
Okay.
A Wi-Fi
you need
router.
a base station.
You need a base station.
Computer, and then this is in the stereo.
And again, this comes with software, and you would play again your song.
How much is that?
This was going to set you back about $200.
Oh, it's a little more
However, it does come with FireWire as well as
USB.
USB optical audio.
Toslink. Yeah. What's the point of that?
I'm sorry, not FireWire, USB, and this is to hook up any of their devices.
Oh, so you could add other
kind of
unknown devices.
It's kind of like the creative way of.
Now, Slim P3's been around for a while.
Yes.
I love this guy.
Slim devices, and this is kind of cool. This is actually kind of like the toolkit because it supports pretty much every audio format, file format exists. Supports OGG.
Also Wi-Fi.
Also Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Supports OGG Vorbis. Also supports Toslink as well as the standard digital coax out. So if you want higher quality sound out your machine. Now the only drawback is that the display is on the device itself, as you can see right here.
Yeah, but you put that on top of your
You can put it on top.
And then you can
if you're like me, wear glasses, you might not be able to see.
All of these would have software running on the PC that they interact with, obviously.
That is true. So you would load up their.
How much is the Slim?
This is about $280.
$280.
The cool thing, works with Mac and Linux as well. You can download that software off the website.
Which one do you like of the 3?
This actually is kind of cool because it supports every. If I'm on a budget, this is actually a pretty cool way to go.
RCA if you're on a budget. If you've got a Mac or you want more capabilities, Slim devices. Mike, you concur?
I concur.
He concurs. He concurs. Hey, thank you. That's a great segment and very interesting stuff. I think for $70, I'm looking at the RCA.
Yeah, I mean, buy for Christmas instead of buy Christmas.
Thank you, Roger. If you want to know more about any of these 3 devices or getting audio from your computer to your stereo down the hall, visit the website, techtv.com/call for help. Up next, we're going to give today's Wired World contestant an opportunity to help us clean out the prize cabinet. Everything's got to go. We're blowing it out to the bare walls with Call for Help continues. You stay right here.
Get ready to enter your digital dream home with Digital Digs.
It looks like an ordinary house, but this 1,500 square foot crib is designed to make the neighbors green with envy.
Rather than creating something new out of current resources, we're reusing. And that's very important as well, especially for our environmentally conscious buyers.
Welcome to Jenny G. That's short for Generation Green, a prototype for mass market homes designed to be eco-friendly and affordable. The house is part of Evergreen, a West Palm Beach, Florida community that includes over 80 acres of wildlife habitat. Inside the house, inexpensive bamboo flooring, a renewable material. The carpet made from shredded plastic bottles.
From there, this carpet is created into fiber, which is soft like cotton. And what you see on the ground is the finished product.
There's also a few other surprises.
This backsplash tile is made of 80% recycled glass.
Check out the bathroom. Double flush toilets, motion-sensitive faucets and lights, and airtight insulation to keep heating and cooling costs down.
This home should excel in energy efficiency to the tune of about 50% savings over a conventional home.
Outside the house, salt instead of chlorine helps keep this pool bacteria-free, and rain barrels collect water for plants. The hope is to one day create acres of housing that's easy on the eyes and the environment.
For more Digital Digs, head over to TechTV.com. On the next Tech TV Zip File.
Find out how innovative movie makers are utilizing technology to help make movie magic. Then our tech analysts give you a first-hand look at some of the latest in gear and gadgets. And then we'll catch you up with the latest sensations to hit the gaming world.
All that and more on the next Tech TV Zip File.
Welcome back. It's time for the Wired World Challenge. For that, we're going to need a smart person. Who's on the line for us, Kat?
A very smart person indeed. It's Lewis from Omaha, Nebraska. Hello, Lewis.
Hello, Lewis.
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm doing great. Now, you feel good? You feel like you're going to, because we got some great prizes here, and we got to get rid of them all.
Hey, you know, I'm going to try to get that computer off your hands.
Too late. But there's still plenty of other good stuff. I think we gave away the computer last time.
Oh, okay.
But we got plenty of good stuff. Don't worry.
Oh, for sure.
Here's the deal. I'm going to give you 4 categories. You're going to pick one category. Kind of listen to the category names because they'll tell you something about the question. It's something science or tech related. When I give you the question, you have 15 seconds to get it right. If you do so, that's when you get a shot at the big board. 25 Fabu prizes. Every one of them's got to go.
Okay.
We should give everybody 3 numbers if they win. 5. Why not?
Why not?
Well, all right. Let's first things first. Here are your categories. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Scrub and Scour, Attack of the Clones, Ticket to Ride, and rhymes with Purdy.
Let's go for the third one.
The third one, you want Ticket to Ride?
Ticket to Ride.
Windows CE is an operating system designed for what kind of devices? Windows CE.
Windows EE is operating system for handheld?
Yes! Was that too much of a clue? Yes! You're absolutely right. Take a number from 1 to 25 there.
1 to 25.
Yeah.
Let's go for lucky number 7.
Lucky 7? What's he get? Oh, this is great. This is the best DVD software out there. Power DVD XP from Cyberlink. If you've got a DVD player in your computer, you need Power DVD. You're going to love this. The best way to watch DVD movies on your PC, thanks to Cyberlink systems. For that, I hope you can use that.
Oh, yes, I can.
Good. It's a great program. We like that a lot.
Okay.
Well, hey, thanks for playing with us.
And thank you for playing with me. And thank you, Kat. And thank you, Leo.
All right. Have a good one. Take care. One more chance now to take our daily quiz. Head to the website. You click on the quiz link. If you give us the right answer, hey, you could be in the drawing for a Tech TV t-shirt. Here's the question of the day. Which of these audio formats is open source, is not owned by any company, is non-proprietary? Is it MP3, Ogg Vorbis, AAC, or Midi Politi? Get to the website, give us the answer, we'll talk about it. One call for continues.
See this baby? A 1962 Buick? Well, it earned its owner this baby and something even cooler. It gets to be in the next Gran Turismo video game. Only the best-selling racing simulation of all time. Ted Richardson's ride.
It's called Buick.
Tell me about her.
She's a 62 Buick Special.
Got a 455 cubic inch Buick big block motor in it. Thoroughly massaged, a full chassis car, big brakes, 6-speed transmission, and an obscene amount of horsepower.
Giving him props, Gran Turismo's creator Kazunori Yamauchi, who hand-picked the winner.
So what do you think really blew away the competition?
It's a different car. I think the colors helped. It's a very rich-looking, classy-looking car. It sits down on the ground, and people like that. It has kind of a sexy look about it.
Not a big gamer himself, but his son is.
When he hears about this, he's going to be blown away. He's been playing video games since he was 4 years old. He's a big fan.
At the GT4 Awards, where Richardson picked up his trophy, fans of Gran Turismo got a sneak peek at the upcoming version. And to think the Buick will be a part of all that.
We knew it was something different, and we knew it was something extraordinary. I never, in my wildest dreams, would have thought anything like this would be possible.
Coming up next on Tech TV, catch up on today's top technology headlines. Tech Live is next. Tonight on Tech TV, entertaining and informative, Zipfile keeps you up with the latest trends and happenings in the digital age, from product releases to technological breakthroughs. Then, covering the games, the gamers, and the gear that fuels video gaming mania, stick around for X-Play. Plus, tough questions, cool stuff, and plenty of fun. Don't miss the Screensavers, the daily variety show made for the tech enthusiast. Catch it all tonight, only on Tech TV.
On the next X-Play, Mitch is back when we play Uru. How about some gaming in your advertising? It's Ford Racing. And Champions of Norath reminds us of that dream where you go to school without your armor.
You'll need to better equip yourself.
Don't miss X-Play today, only on Tech TV.
Coming up next on Tech TV, Tech Live, followed by Spy School.
You can temporarily and some of your components seem to increase exponentially. Our research is not just experimental. New findings suggest Macy's.
Hey, welcome back. Before the break, we asked you which of these audio formats is not owned by anybody, is open source. Is it MP3, Ogg Vorbis, AAC, or MIDI Politi? And Ogg Vorbis is the answer. In fact, it was created specifically because MP3 was owned by the Fraunhofer Corporation, and AAC is owned by Dolby and Fraunhofer, and patented, and you have to pay license fees. So Ogg Vorbis was created so that you didn't have to pay the license fees. It's very much like MP3. In fact, it may be a little bit better. The only drawback is not a lot of devices can handle Ogg Vorbis. Just a few of the MP3 players can handle it. So that's the issue there. But it is a great. Vorbis is the file format. Ogg is the player. Before we, I believe, and a caveman. Before we check the mail, let's take a look at some of the great stuff coming up on our show tomorrow. Make Windows run faster. We've got a free XP tweaker that claims it can do all kinds of magical stuff under the hood. We'll test it out. DV Garage's Alex Lindsay will be here with another batch of viewer questions about Photoshop. Our great Photoshop guy. Kat's going to show you how to get out of your car lease by swapping with someone else. How else? Online. And it's all coming up in tomorrow's show. Have you done that, Kat? Have you gotten out of a car lease?
I haven't. I'm thinking about maybe doing it.
Yeah, I have one car purchased, but one car is leased.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept.
You swap.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Online's amazing, isn't it?
Right.
What do we got in the email bag there?
We've got some good questions today. Let's start with this one. This is Mick's question. He says, every time anyone mentions Windows ME, everybody starts groaning. Why is that?
Well, if you bought a machine that came with Windows ME, it's probably fine. It was a very bad upgrade. Mm-hmm. In my opinion, it was an upgrade Microsoft kind of snuck out because they wanted the money.
Oh.
It was an upgrade to 98 SE that they released before XP came out, thinking, well, we can get a couple of little extra upgrade bucks here.
Yeah.
And it really was buggy. It was unreliable. It caused all sorts of problems. It was a bad upgrade. If you bought a machine with it on there, fine.
Interesting.
But it was a bad upgrade.
Different somehow?
Yeah, it was slightly different. It wasn't enough of an improvement to justify the $100. By the way, watch carefully because Microsoft's next version of Windows, Longhorn, is a long way off. I suspect they're going to do the same thing with XP.
Sneak one in?
Yes, and you'll want to. We won't be around, but look for somebody who is an expert to ask, is this worth upgrading? Because a lot of people got burned by ME.
I'm sure you'll update Leoville with that information.
My website will do that, sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, that's all we have time for.
Okay, Minty Fresh. Thank you so much. Thanks to our Mac Daddy, Chris Breen. It's been great working with you, Chris. We'll look forward to seeing you somewhere on the airwaves again.
I hope so.
You're the man.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, ROG. Mike the intern, his debut appearance. Thank you all. What are you doing, says Roger. Roger, it's called TV. We have these cameras. We point them at you. What do you think we're doing? Jeez. I'm Leo Laporte. Thank you for joining us. We couldn't do without you. Remember, if you've got a problem with your personal computer, don't whine, don't moan, don't yell. What do you do?
Call for help!
Call for help!